Probably the most enduring myth associated with the United States Constitution is an oft-repeated belief that the enumerated powers of Article 1 are a bulwark of American freedom. Contrary to popular belief, the enumerated powers of the U.S. Constitution were more than enough to wipe out American liberty. At the Virginia Constitutional Convention, Patrick Henry's final speech stressed this critical point. On the last day, Patrick Henry again told the delegates what he had emphasized constantly for 3 weeks. The authority given to the federal government in the proposed United States Constitution would wipe out their newly won freedom. The states relinquished everything but their political underwear. The power of the purse and the power of the sword were the most important powers delegated to the federal government at the Constitutional Convention. The Founding Fathers had given these most powerful enumerated powers to an unbridled central government. Patrick Henry was convinced this was the death of states' rights and of the liberty of the people. On June 9, 1788, he clarified the threat of the U.S. Constitution the Founding Fathers had formulated. Not only that, the proposed United States Constitution offered no substantial benefits compared to the Articles of Confederation. The potential dangers ignored by the Constitutional Convention included an ineffective system of checks and balances, taxation levied directly on citizens instead of state requisition, stripping the states of their defenses, and the precedence of national laws. I look on that paper as the most fatal plan that could possibly be conceived to enslave a free people, he concludes. If such be your rage for novelty, take it. He pointed out that Congress, quote, may keep armies perpetually on foot. This unlimited authority is a most dangerous power. Its principles are despotic, close quote. The authority to muster the militia to put down insurrection is likewise assigned to Congress, thereby rendering the states powerless, as the Civil War proved. He criticized the inconsistency of those Founding Fathers who stated that the U.S. Constitution was adequate as written, but acknowledged the need for later amendments. This is reminiscent of a recent exhortation to pass a bill so we can find out what's in it later. The Treaty Clause was another of the enumerated powers put forth by the Constitutional Convention that drew the ire of the anti-federalists. This dangerous clause elevated treaties with other nations above even the U.S. Constitution, not to mention the states. Finally, Patrick Henry exposed the one great flaw in his political philosophy. Quote, the great and direct end of government is liberty, he declared. Secure our liberty and privileges, and the end of government is answered. Close quote. Sadly, that is a humanistic perspective. Rather, the great end of government is the glory of God in submission to the King of Kings, Jesus Christ, and His law recorded by Moses. If the United States Constitution had only done that, human liberty would have been the blessed outcome. But all of the Founding Fathers ignored that most important ingredient, without which human liberty will perish. At historymythbusters.wordpress.com, you get the story behind the story.